Hello, my friends, and happy Saturday. Yes, it is time for me to talk about the Saturday 6. If you are just coming across my channel for the first time, or maybe you've been subscribed but you haven't seen my previous videos on this topic, this is a new series that I started on my channel this year in which I talk about 3 candles and 3 beauty or lifestyle products that I have been using for the past week. And I just want to give you guys just some updated thoughts. Maybe these are products that I have shown on my channel before, or maybe they are products that I have not shown before. Either way, I just want to be helpful for you and just share my honest thoughts. I am not sponsored. Nobody really knows who I am. My channel is very small. So you know that everything that I am sharing with you is really like a friend just saying, hey, this product's great, it's working out for me, or you might want to save your money. I'm going to go ahead and start out with a beauty product this week. I feel like I always start with a candle, so I'm going to start out with a beauty product, and I'm going to be talking about the Farmacy 10% Waterless Vitamin C Serum. Now, I picked this up, I want to say it was around Black Friday. I picked it up during the Farmacy skincare sale. Now, I am aware that there's also another brand called Farmacy that's like an MLM. This is Farmacy skincare. It's a clean beauty line that is also found in Sephora stores. But I honestly find more success purchasing from the website directly because they run a lot of really good sales combined with good RAKUTEN cashback. One of the things that appealed to me about this vitamin C serum was that it is in this airless pump, which vitamin C can be very unstable, and so the way that it is packaged can affect its potency. So I was just very intrigued by it. I've had a lot of success with Farmacy products. Their Green Clean Cleanser broke my skin out, so oddly enough, that's a product that everybody seems to love, but my skin doesn't like it. So I've been trying this for about the last 2.5, 3 weeks now, and I have some thoughts about it. Obviously, I've been using vitamin C long enough that I don't really notice this like, oh wow, this dramatic improvement. It's more so I want to report on the texture of this product, because if you have very oily skin, I don't think that you will like this product. Because it is like a waterless serum, it is very thick and kind of oily, which can present a problem because vitamin C serums typically are recommended to be worn in the morning. And then if you're using like a retinol product or a tretinoin or whatnot, to use that at night. The two of them actually work very well for your skincare, but it's recommended to avoid irritation to use, like I said, vitamin C in the morning and a retinol product at night. And because of the oily consistency of this, I found myself having to switch up my moisturizer too. So I was using the Kiehl's, the what's the one that the ultra hydrating cream. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like they're one of their cult classic standard moisturizers. I have been using that, and I actually found myself having to go back to a more gel-like moisturizer for my daytime morning skincare, because that combined with this, I was just looking like a grease ball. Now, for reference, my skin is normal to oily. It's had a couple of dry patches this winter because I was sick about a month ago. It was right before Christmas. So yeah, about a month ago, I caught the flu. And so I did have a little bit of dehydration, and I could tell that my skin was a little bit more parched. But yeah, this product, I'm going to finish using it up. I'm glad that I'm trying it out in the winter time because my skin is not as oily in the winter. The oil production does ramp up as the heat, as the temperature goes up. But I don't think that I will repurchase this for the summertime. I would say that if you have dry skin, you might like this product a little bit more, but oily guys and gals, I would use some caution on that. I've been trying out a candle or a candle brand, I should say, that I have never tried out before, and it is more of a luxury candle line. This is the Voluspa, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Baltic Amber. Now this is a small jar. Let's see, what size is this? This is a 3.2 ounce single wick jar. I did receive this as a gift from a friend of mine back in October for my birthday. And I knew that it was a scent that I would want to break out probably past the holidays. You know, January is kind of a funny month in terms of candle burning because I'm going between this still wanting cozy, comforting vibes, but I'm kind of over the heavy spices and tree scents, definitely long past fall scents, but I still want something that evokes warmth in my home because the weather outside is cold. So yeah, so I knew that this would probably be a scent that I'd like to burn in January. Now, this based off the size of this candle and looking at the size of the wick, or just it being a single wick, I knew that this was not going to be like a powerhouse candle. I was not going to place it in my living room expecting it to have ultra strong projection in here. And that's good because I decided to just place it in my bathroom, and I'm not that impressed, you guys. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this brand, but I've been having this burning in my bathroom, and it doesn't even go outside of the bathroom. I would say like the strength and throw of this is like a 2. Now, granted, again, maybe the size or whatnot, but I have heard from some people that buy these candles in a larger format have also said that these are not the strongest performing candles. So yeah, I'm not really sure at this point if I would purchase this one in a larger jar. Now, what I will say is that the packaging on this is absolutely beautiful. I do think maybe sometimes with these luxury candles, I know like this one and maybe like Nest, what's another brand that I've tried out recently that I like? Oh, like Lofco. I think you're paying for a lot of the packaging, not necessarily the wax and the candle performance itself, because I've found that the candle performance of all of those brands do not necessarily stretch far and beyond, say, Bath and Body Works. I actually find that Bath and Body Works candles sometimes perform better than them. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on burning it. It's pretty. I think it is a good little like gift if you're wanting to give it to somebody and maybe they like to just burn a candle occasionally, maybe in a smaller room or a bathroom. But yeah, it's nothing to write home about. All right, a hair product that I finally got on the bandwagon about, and I think that this has been a popular thing for at least the last year, maybe last year and a half. I finally purchased this Kitsch Heatless Curls set. This looks so ridiculous. I put this on last night and my husband was like, he said, you look like that lady from VeggieTales. If any of you guys have kids and they've watched VeggieTales, where like you have to like wrap the hair around. And he said, yeah, she's got like the big like hairstyle and she's kind of cross-eyed. He's like, that's who you look like right now. And I was like, oh, thanks. So I would not recommend putting this in if you are attempting to be romantic with anybody, but I did wear it last night, and this is the effect that it has had on my hair. I have actually been very pleased with it. Now, I will say that my hair is, I'm going on 3rd day hair right now. So I washed my hair about, well, it would be 3 nights ago now, so I'm gonna wash it again tonight. I washed my hair 3 nights ago. I did curl it a couple of days ago. The curl had pretty much fallen out by yesterday because my hair is, it's about medium thickness, but it's fine. There's no texture to it. It is stick straight naturally. I have to put like 5 billion products in it to even try to get it to hold any kind of curl. So that's giving you kind of a point of reference. But I have found that I really, really like it. Now, this is not the first time I put it in. Obviously, I've tried it out at another point within this past week, and I also got a similar result. I will caution you that if you have thicker or more textured hair. So my daughter tried this out, my 13-year-old, and her hair, she does have natural wave to it. It is also very, very thick, holds curl very well. And when she tried this, her hair was boom. Like, I mean, it was like a lion. She was like, I think I'm just gonna put it back in a ponytail. Now, I will say that as it relaxed throughout the day, the curl by the time she got home from school that day looked really pretty. But yeah, just first thing in the morning, she was like, oh no, this is not going to work. I think it has something to do with the size of like the rod here. But I will say that this was pretty comfortable to sleep in. I mean, I did notice that I had something, so it's not gonna be like, oh, I didn't feel anything. If anybody tells you that, they're lying. But the scrunchies it came with did hold it in all night. I didn't have any issues with it coming out. And it also didn't leave like a nasty looking crimp in my hair. It is satin, so I would recommend it, especially if you have hair texture that's like mine, if it's, you know, more of like a fine consistency. this works well. Let's talk about a Kringle candle that I have been burning this week. And it's funny, you guys, this is why I caution sometimes to maybe hold on to a candle if you initially maybe didn't like it, or yeah, here we go. Okay, so I purchased this cherry chai candle last year. I think it was during last year's Christmas sale. So meaning like the 2021 after Christmas sale. I think I had picked this one up because it looked intriguing to me. Now, this to my nose is definitely a cherry candle. Almost borderline cough syrup type of smell. And I burned it what was that? Must have been last January or whatnot. I was going through like a cherry phase. That also was the time that I purchased the dossier dupe of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. So I was having a moment with cherry. And when I burned this one in my house last year, I was like, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about this. It was like, I didn't necessarily not like it enough to just give it away, get rid of it, blow it out, be like, ew, I hate this. But it wasn't one that I was like, oh yes, I want to just keep burning that and I want my house to smell like it. So fast forward to this year. I actually have really been enjoying this candle. Now I have been burning it kind of in combination with the Kringle Winter Wonder and also, what's the other new one that I just got? Snowbird. I have been burning those. So like I will typically place Winter Wonder in my living room, and then I'll place the cherry chai either in my bedroom or in another room on the other side of the house. And I'm telling you what, those three scents combined have provided a very beautiful, like winter berry fruity type of note that has been very, very pleasant and enjoyable. And so I'm like, wow, I'm really glad that I did not give that candle away because I'm actually really enjoying that combination together. Now, like I said, it's not one that I'm like, oh, let me just have my whole house smell like that all the time. I think that this is a good mixing candle. Highly, highly recommend pairing it with Winter Wonder or Snowbird or all three of those. The burn on it has been fabulous, as I have come to expect with a lot of Kringle 100% soy formulas. No issues with sooting or anything like that. So if you like cherry scent, this one is not super, super strong. I would say strength and throw on it is probably around a 6. So it's right in my sweet spot, especially for a candle scent that is not one that I'm just like raving about. But yeah, I would recommend picking this one up if you like cherry scent. Also, if you like that Tom Ford Lost Cherry, it's kind of in that vein. All right, so this beauty product just arrived last week and I have not been able to put it down because it's an expensive eyeshadow palette. And I am titling this the Charlotte Holdcroft Made Me Purchase It product. If you don't know who Charlotte Holdcroft is, you need to find her. I will link her channel down below. She is probably my favorite beauty content creator that I have discovered in the last year. There's actually been a few of them. I also like Kelly over at K Bella Beauty. She's a smaller channel. I've liked both of them. But Charlotte is our friend across the pond to give us all things beauty. She's relatable. We're about the same age. In fact, I think we are the same age. She's also a mom, but she loves beauty. She's a former athlete. But she just has this incredible wit and humor about her, and I absolutely love her channel. But she is a big fan of Pat McGrath, and I have not purchased anything from Pat McGrath until I think it was Black Friday was the first time I purchased anything from Pat McGrath. I picked up a lipstick and a mascara because they were having like screaming deals. I think they were like $12 each. So I decided to dip my toes in that way. And then Charlotte kept raving about this being her palette of the year. And I looked at the color story and I saw swatches and I thought, yeah, that looks like one that I would like. And it is the Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction palette. Now I just have it closed here right now. I will show you some B-roll of it up close. The color story is beautiful, and these shimmer shades are celestial. I mean, that's really the way that I would describe it. I think she may even have like a palette that's described as celestial, but it just gives that beautiful glowy, now somewhat glittery type of eyeshadow. I will say that there are only 3 mattes in here, and here's what I'm going to say about this palette. I am glad that I have it. It is absolutely stunning. Would I have paid the full price to get it? Absolutely not. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago. I ordered it 2 weeks ago maybe, when it was on 40% off, which even then, still expensive. Like even then it was a little bit more than like a Natasha Denona midi palette or a Huda Beauty palette. It was still pretty expensive. However, I'm glad I have it. I will say that if you own the Natasha Denona My Dream palette, I think that the matte colors in here combined with some of these like gold shimmeries are very similar. They provide a similar look to me as I have gotten out of that palette. So I will just say that I wore an eyeshadow look to church last week with this palette that I was absolutely in love with. It was some of the gold colors in here mixed with this like these cranberry type of mattes, cranberry plum type of mattes. Absolutely beautiful. I do think that this color story would flatter not only brown hazel eyes like mine, but I also see this working out very well for blue or green eye colors. The formula is very, very nice. Now, I have found that I have gotten myself in the habit of wearing some of these like more glittery type of shadows. I have been getting into the habit of using the NYX glitter glue just because I do my foundation before I do my eyeshadow. I know, you know, not everybody chooses to do that. I just like to have a fresh, clean looking canvas before I do my eye look. And to avoid some of that glitter fallout, I have found that using the NYX glitter glue seems to really lock it in place. I just don't want to risk having glitter all over my face. I will say that the packaging is a little bit bulky on this, which I was warned about with this. I will also say that if you are new to makeup, if you are new to eyeshadow, these mattes are extremely pigmented, and I could see a newbie to the game getting a little bit flustered and frustrated with this. I would suggest a formula that's a little bit easier to work with, maybe like Too Faced. I don't find them to be overly pigmented. That might be a better route for you to go. But if you are a little bit more comfortable with really, really pigmented shades, this has been a very good palette. All right, and the final candle that I am going to talk about this week, I've only burned it 2 times, so I am working on doing my actual dedicated review because I do think a lot of people want some dedicated reviews on this lineup. This is from the Homeworx Valentine's collection. I did preview just a first sniff of this in last week's Saturday 6. I will make sure that I have that video linked up in the cards up above here. But this candle is True Love. Now, if you caught my Saturday 6 video last week, you will see that my first impressions of this candle was like, I was a little bit leery because it is very rose dominant. I should probably tell you what the notes are. They are rose, peony, apple, melon, geranium, and peach. I only picked up 2 of the candles from that collection. I also picked up Be Mine, which is a repackaging of Raspberry Linzer Cookie. I think that's what candle it is. And this one is also a repackage of Rose Petals, which had it been called that, I honestly probably would not have picked it up. But let me tell you guys something. After burning this one twice, whoa. I am shocked to say that I actually really, really enjoyed this one upon burn. Strength and throw, very strong, but not strong enough that I am getting a headache or nausea. Rose scents do have a tendency to do that. I'm trying not to give away too much for my in-depth review on this, and obviously I haven't gotten to the halfway point yet, but I did want to give you just a little bit of an update if you have been eyeballing these candles. And you know, I pre-filmed this video, so I'm not sure if Homeworx is going to be having a candle sale going on this week, but right now it is exclusively available only on the Dop Shop website, and I know that a lot of people are still hesitant, and rightfully so, about purchasing through the site. I will say that mine did show up in a timely manner. I had no issues. I was actually able to redeem my free candle and also a 15% off coupon, which I do believe that may expire at the end of this month. Don't quote me on that, but if you did receive that offer because of all of the Black Friday shipping disaster issues that they had, you might want to check your email to make sure when that offer expires, because there is an expiration on it. But anyways, I did place an order for this on January 1st, and it had shipped out by the 3rd. So yeah, that the shipping issue was great. It showed up on time, showed up well packaged. Anyways, let's get back to this candle. What I wanted to say was that strength was strong, throw was very good. And I will say this, I extinguished this candle at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We had an event to go to, or not an event, but we went over to a friend's house for dinner, and we ended up staying very late, and we did not get home until midnight that night. I walked through my garage door into my house, and I could still faintly smell this candle. Now, granted, there was nobody opening up and closing doors or wandering around, or there was no dinner being cooked, you know, during that time frame. The house sat empty, but I could still smell it. It still smelled really nice. So I think that this would be a great candle if you're doing something similar, like burn it and you know nobody's gonna be in the house for a little bit but maybe you're gonna be bringing somebody back to your home and you want just a little bit of faint, nice smell still in the air. This is a winner. It was very good. So I'm gonna continue to burn it probably later this week, and I hope to get a candle review up for you, within this next week, so that way you guys can go ahead and make a decision about whether or not you want to purchase that. All right, that is it for this week. Let me know in the comments down below, are you interested in any of these products? Do you own them? Do you think Pat McGrath makeup is overhyped? Do you think it's not worth the cost? I mean, honestly, I think a lot of makeup is overhyped, but yeah, just let me know. Have you guys tried this heatless curls? Candles, are there any that you thought maybe, I don't know about that, and then you burned it and really enjoyed it? All of that feedback, I am always curious to know. I genuinely enjoy my channel here and the interaction that I get from a lot of you guys in the comment section. I always try to make sure that I respond to all of your comments. I truly do value the community that we have here, and quite a few of you, especially if you comment on my videos frequently, it's like I start viewing you kind of as my friends, and when I'm filming, I think of, what are they all going to think about this? Are they going to enjoy it? Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Everything that I talked about today will be linked in the description box down below. Just one more time, if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. My goal this year is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm on my way. I'd like to make it. So that would really help me out. But again, thank you so much for spending some time here with me today. I really hope you go out and have a very blessed day and enjoy your weekend. Till the next one, guys. Take care. Bye.